So it's a few hours after the video we did on video one, kind of an introduction, hey, I'm back kind of thing. So what I got done so far is I got all the control arms bolts out. I don't need to take those out because I'm taking the body off the frame. So I'll do these from above, way easier than trying to manipulate yourself in between that spring and everything. But, and I removed the lower, loosened up the lower shocks. So the only thing really holding this thing in is the spring and the shock. And I've also removed all the body mounts. Okay, we got body mounts here, and turns out there's a body mount here that wasn't even put in. So, because the original guy who had put this floor pan in, that's why it cost so much to get the quarters put on, is because the floor pan was all twisted in relationship to the wheel wells and the frame. And I'll bet you that's where some of that twist came from, is it's missing those body mounts right there. And I'm hoping that doesn't come back and bite me later. I don't think so. If it does, I will cut up there and reattach it, because we don't want to screw up all their work. So we got more body mounts here, and we got more body mounts here, and we removed all those. Now these here, they just go on these here don't have a screw. Be aware of that on a 70 Chevelle. These don't have a screw. I don't know if they were like that 68, but I know 70 to 72 didn't have a screw right there. It's just the it sits down in the end of the frame, because there's no reason to attach it right here on this body brace, I suppose. So, and we got everything attached up there. So what I'm doing right now, before I take the body off the frame, I'm going to send this steering box out to Hector at Car Hex. He's on Facebook, and he's going to either rebuild it or take this as a core, because this is a 3-turn steering box at about 3 1/8 of a turn from lock to lock. So this is one of the good steering boxes that can be rebuilt, that's worth messing with. Okay, so I took this bolt loose, and so now it'll get me to at least the point where I can take the steering box off from above, and we'll drop the body, and I'll go ahead and get a shot of it when I'm picking it up off the frame, because that always looks super cool. It's always a big step. And we're gonna keep on going. Okay, we're back. So obviously I've torn the front end off because I'm getting ready to separate everything. Now, something you guys want to be aware of, I tore the front end apart simply to save these steering arms. Now, I've never used the aftermarket steering arms, but I can promise you that this GM steering arm from 1970 is going to be better. And also, you know, there's purist guys out here who will buy these drum brake spindles. You can modify these to fit disc brakes, but I'm not going to bother with all that. It's a pain in the ass. You got to cut like 5/8 off of this surface, and then it'll fit disc brakes. Now, be aware that all of them do not have 5/8 through holes. These do, because these are 70s. I think the early ones, like 64 to 66 maybe, I don't think they had the 5/8 through holes. So you would have to you'd have to drill out this steering arm. But hell, I'd still rather drill out the steering arm than I would before I put my life in the hands of somebody making castings over in China or whatever. So be aware of that, guys. Little fashion tip. So we are gonna pull these arms off. I'll probably throw these springs and arms on Facebook Marketplace with the rears. Maybe somebody doing a restoration might want them, you know, sell them $50 for the whole setup or whatever. Just take them with you, you know, but you got to take it all. But purist guys who want to do a true restoration would love to have these, because these are, I think these are oval bushing. The oval bushing is better than the round bushing because they were used on performance models. So I don't remember which bushing was in those. I'll be finding out pretty quick here. Anyway, we'll just another little update. Another quick fashion tip. I like to reuse these upper bolts. They're not a bolt that holds a lot of pressure like the bottom ones. But they're a special spline bolt. They spline into the frame from this side. So don't ever try to take these out. They do have a head, but don't ever try to take them out with a impact wrench from this way, because you can spin that hole out and that sucks. But what you do is you just put the nut back on and knock them out. I reuse these because these bolts ain't holding a lot of weight, and you know, ain't like they're wore out. They've just been sitting there. Maybe somebody will chime in the comments and tell me how I'm wrong, but I mean, I've been reusing them for many years. I do replace the lowers though. Also wanted to note, with the rear end still in the car, we're getting a little back heavy. So you always want to make sure you're not getting out of balance when you're doing shit like this, whether you're on jack stands or on a lift, whatever you're doing. You're taking lots of components off the thing, it can get out of balance. You don't want to be like that Corvette video on the internet where the fucking thing falls off the lift. That'd be terrible. So always keep your eye on how much weight you got on each end of this thing, because it'd be even worse on jack stands, because you'll probably be under the motherfucker. Ugh. Well, I've been slacking on the updates, but as you can see, this has got a 12 bolt in it. So we're gonna leave that put together, and when Eddie comes to sandblast the frame, I'm gonna let him do that and a couple other items. So now that we got the rear end out, we're gonna just separate the chassis and the frame, and then we can start working. And then we can really get to work, start doing some seam sealing and priming, and we're gonna have some fun. So I got all the bolts off. I got the car sitting on buckets. There's some jack stands back there in the back. And I put on my truck extensions on my Benpack lift. God bless having a lift. This is the best thing. This is the best toy I ever bought. Anyway, so I put a strap on, because this thing's tail heavy. It's tail heavy. It'll tip up. I mean, it'll sit there, but it's a little tippy. It's a little tippy. So I guess we'll get all dramatic and raise her on up, guys. Make sure nothing is disconnected. And there we go. All right. That's just the lift locks. I'm not holding them. So, very nice. Looks like I did a decent job. To be continued later. So I hadn't been out in the shop much, but Eddie came today and sandblasted the frame. And we got the rear end done. We got some DTM primer we're gonna put on it. I got a little odds and ends done too. Did a great job. I'm starting to get a little more excited about this thing. We're gonna get the bottom done and get the sucker put back together. All right, I just got done putting DTM primer on the bottom of the frame and the rear end and transmission cross member. She's looking good, guys. Get some other little tidbits that Eddie blasted for me, and then we're going to go with the Genesis semi-gloss black. I'm using the Genesis Finish 1. We're rocking and rolling. And also, this is my first time using this stuff here that I bought last year. This Harbor Freight Universal Paint System. I'm gonna tell you what, man, that's worth every penny for the cleanup and everything. I love it. I ain't gonna use nothing else now. So we're back at it. I got the bottom of the frame primed. Now I'm gonna prime the top of the frame, the other side of that. And James came by yesterday and brought the seam sealer gun and seam sealed the bottom. Yeah. We gotta do a little patchwork up there on the cowl, and then we'll seam seal that stuff and get the bottom painted. Very happy. Yeah, he did it with that Milwaukee gun and Dude, he did, in an hour, he did what it would have took me 4 hours and a freaking Popeye arm to do. So, we're rocking and rolling. Back in the shop, it's Sunday, just got done painting the other side of everything. Now you see it's starting to get a little bit dry. Now you see the color, that black, that's 60 to 70% black color that Genesis paint comes out as. This is, I'm gonna show you a picture of it right now. It just comes out the just right GM black. Not on purpose, because this is an industrial paint. It's really for equipment. But it don't cost that much. As you can see, the rear end's drying up. I sprayed a couple of extra coats on it. I'm gonna show you this label. And it's pretty reasonably cost. This is the LV5 semi-gloss. And I already had this hardener. The hardener's kind of expensive. But this is Sherwin-Williams, by the way. Well, you can see it on the label. But we're getting there. James is gonna come with the special paint for the bottom and the special gun, because we're gonna do like a rhino liner kind of heavy paint on the bottom, because this is gonna be a driving car. Oh, and look at this. Remember I said this is gonna be my last frame off? I lied. I drug this one home yesterday. Fixing to rain on me, it ain't got no windows in it. But look at here, look at here. What's that? Oh, that's what I'm talking about right there. Well, I mean, we got a little bit of work to do. Some guys chopped it up pretty good, but we're gonna put that subframe under that one, and we're gonna put a new frame under this one. This is a 69. We're gonna put a new frame under this one. Not new, you know what I mean. But, and damn if I didn't just sell my frame yesterday, but I had already made a deal with the guy, so I'm gonna have to buy another frame. Anyway, we're back in the shop, and hopefully James is coming tomorrow. You know, people got more important stuff to do than drive all the way across the state to play with somebody else's car, but he's a good old boy, so he'll probably be here. Oh, look here, I bought this a while back ago. This is an AMK complete body bolt kit. If you don't know about AMK, I'm gonna show you right now, because these guys are freaking awesome. They sell every nut and bolt for our cars, right? This is a AMK master kit, and I'm hoping that it's got the rear. I don't necessarily know if it has the rear control arm bolts, because this is just a master kit. It may or may not, because it takes you know, your control arms, they take a bolt with a little flange on it, like this here. This is one as well. But see this little flange here? That's to center it in the frame, and for the bushing to start on, because it starts into the bushing. Anyway, oh, but look here. Look at all the goodies you get. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's your brake bolts. And when they say master chassis kit, you know, it's only, I think it was $200-300. It wasn't the cheapest thing I ever bought, but it sure as heck wasn't the most expensive. I mean, if you pieced all this stuff out, you'd probably spend $1,000 piecing all that out off of eBay as you went. It comes with all this stuff here. Control arms. Yeah, it comes with them. See, just the grade 8 flange and hex bolts with lock nuts is $52. But, you know, of course they give you a lot better deal. And I mean, every single thing here is going to be factory correct as well. And, well, I guess that's all it is. But, I mean, hey, that just saved me $52, because I thought I was going to have to go order them. Y'all don't want to watch me dig through this box, but that's a box of goodies right there, boys. I'll keep y'all going. I'll keep you up to date. All right, fellas, it's Saturday morning, and we got the bottom of the car all seam sealed, and we chose to put a bed liner type deal on there, like a professional level. It's called Dominator. It's the stuff they use in body shops. Turn the light on. So we put new plates here and here, because these were kind of rusty. And this sucker I mean, this stuff here, this is the good stuff. So, like I said, we got it all seam sealed, and I'm going to start putting the suspension on it. I'm going to start putting the suspension on it, flip the frame over. We're going to get this thing back together pretty quick here. She's looking good. All right, so it's Sunday afternoon, and I'm going to go ahead and produce this video, put all these clips together. I get lazy and get busy because I want to do what I want to do. But anyway, we'll put these together, and this is where we're at. I put eBay arms on it, but I did put Proforge ball joints in these. Strongly recommend doing that. I've heard of the ball joint spailing. I just got some older disc brake spindles on here. I'm actually going to put, I got an older setup over here. Oh, big shot. Looking good. We're about to put her back together. Got a couple of more things to do underneath. Oh man, I forgot to go to Harbor Freight and get the die grinder, so I can't drill those holes. Because all I got left to do to put it back on the frame is drill the holes in the plates that we welded here to get these front body mounts fixed up. But I gotta take a die grinder and drill a hole through here, or just eyeball it, which is probably what I'll end up doing because I forgot to go to Harbor Freight. But I got this older Wilwood Dynalite system that I'm going to put on it. It's but the guy has got them set on, the guy I got it from got it set on Ford. I need to be in these outer pattern. So I got these bolts here soaking, and I'm hoping and praying with a little bit of heat, I'll be able to get the bolts out of the hub. Or here. So you got these bolts here, and you see they use low profile bolts, so they got these tiny little Allen heads in them. But I got a plan. I got some socket extractors, and I got a little socket extractor things here, and I got a torch. So I got a plan, but right now I'm just going to take a moment, have some water, and put this video out. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch up with you on the next update.